To the point, informative, entertaining, and protecting the Second Amendment. Welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading. I figured I'd do a quick little video here on the FM9. My FM9 with a 5-inch barrel and a blast diffuser to get that muzzle outside of the handguard. And if you're not familiar with my channel, you never seen my videos before, check out that playlist. I have a really extensive playlist on just the FM9 on not only the 5-inch with a blast diffuser, but also the 7-inch tri-lug and the 10.5-inch tri-lug. It's definitely something to check out if you're interested in getting a 9mm PCC, and I guess in this case it'd be a 9mm PCP, pistol caliber pistol. But it's going to be really nice out today. It's going to be almost 50 degrees here in Wisconsin, which is almost unheard of with negative temperatures. And I just hooked up with the new Primary Arms Advanced Micro Red Dot, and that is the model number MD-RB-AD Primary Arms Micro Red Dot, the Advanced Red Dot. And what I really like about this red dot, and I know a lot of you guys are familiar with my channel, you know I like the Romeo 5, what is auto on and off feature. And this particular red dot does not have that, but what it does have is a 50,000 hour battery life. So at 50,000 hours, you really don't need an auto on and off. You just turn it on and leave it on. And at that point, I think this makes it a very viable red dot from Primary Arms. So definitely check out the description box below. I'll have a link that takes you to my website that has further information on not only this Primary Arms Advanced Micro Red Dot, but also this FM9, not only on the 5-inch with a blast diffuser, but also the 7-inch tri-lug and the 10.5-inch tri-lug. And this Primary Arms Micro Red Dot inside the box obviously has the directions on a cleaning cloth, but it also comes with a low profile mount. So if you want to put this on something like an AK-47 or maybe like a PSA AK V or P, it's definitely something you can do. But you definitely need to hook up with something like an Absolute Co-Witness riser from Primary Arms, the MD riser, model number LHM-2AC. I would recommend getting something like that if you're going to put it on something like this 9mm AR pistol. So enough of the BS talk. Let's take this out to the range. I want to get this zeroed in at 50 yards, which for me typically at 50 yard zero works great. Also at 25 yards. And we'll get this red dot zeroed in, and maybe we'll bang up that 10-inch steel gong at 25 yards to boot. See you out at the range. All right, so let's load up 25 of these Target Max. This is a 115 grain. And these speed loaders are an absolute must. Okay, so we're just going to take 25 quick shots with some 115 grain round nose. Failures to feed or eject. Okay, so I am at the 50-yard mark.
And we are using no magnification here at 50 yards with the Primary Arms Red Dot. Now for the ammunition, we are using American Eagle 147 grain full metal jackets, but they're flat points. Now this isn't about bullseyes. I can always adjust the red dot to be on bullseyes. We're testing the accuracy of this firearm. So this is all about group size and point of impact location of that group to see if it shifts at all between the three groups.
All right, so that's 5 rounds. Let's load up another 5. Last 5 shot group. All right, that's it. 15 rounds shot in a row. No failure to feed or eject. Let's go down to the 50-yard mark, see how we did. All right, so yeah, not too bad for a 5-inch barrel. 5-inch barrel at 50 yards. I'd say this is roughly about a 2.5-inch group. This one's pretty damn good. You got damn near 4 bullets touching here with one bit of a flyer. So that's, I would say, roughly about 1.5 inches. And this one's roughly about 2 inches. So middle of the group here, here, and here. So roughly point of impact location is pretty consistent. So yeah, definitely not too bad for a 5-inch AR pistol. We're using those 147 grain flat points from American Eagle, which I believe is made by Federal. And no matter what 9mm PCC I put that ammunition in, it is super accurate. I know some people do have issues with those flat points in regards to failure to feed or eject. So keep that in mind if you do hook up with any 9mm PCC. But at least for my 9mm PCCs, regardless if it's the FM9 or even something like my PSA AKV, I've had good luck with them in regards to function. This middle group here is roughly probably a little over 1.5 inches. I've yet to score this yet. But for a 5-inch AR pistol, 9mm at 50 yards, I'd say that's pretty darn impressive. And I really, really like this red dot. The fact I can just leave it on. I don't have to worry about shutting it off. I just leave it on, 50,000 hours on the battery life. And that's really impressive. And if you guys were paying close attention when I was making those 50-yard shots, I was co-witnessing the rear smallest aperture to help with that astigmatism, using that stenopic effect. And usually what I'll do is I like to use these roughly 2.5-inch round black circles at 50 yards. And with this 2-minute of angle red dot and co-witness it with the rear smallest aperture to help, like I said, eliminate that astigmatism, and using that stenopic effect, it creates a super clear red dot. I mean, it is perfectly round, perfectly clear, and that little red dot will nest perfectly in those 2.5 to roughly 3-inch circles at 50 yards. And that's typically what I like to do when doing detail work or accuracy shots with something like this. At 25 yards, when we were banging that steel gong, I was using something inexpensive like this Target Max. It's just a 115 grain full metal jacket round nose. But usually when I'm doing accuracy work, shooting off the bench or trying to see how much accuracy I can get out of that particular PCC, man, these American Eagle 147 grain full metal jacket flat points, no matter what I put into these, like I said before, they are insanely accurate. But obviously they're probably not going to perform as well as these round nose 115 grain. So keep that in mind. And these are hard to get. I usually get them from Brownells. I usually get 1,000 shipped at a time. I want to say roughly about $200 shipped. So I can usually get this for about 17 cents a round. And if I can find a good deal on these, usually it's about 20 cents a round, give or take. So I really like this Primary Arms Micro Red Dot, the Advanced Red Dot. And like I said before, if we head out to the range, that's model number MD-RB-AD, say that 5 times fast, along with the Absolute Co-Witness Riser, the LHM-2AC, to get that at the correct height for this 9mm AR pistol, and co-witnessing those with the Magpul backup iron sights. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing day here out in Wisconsin, damn near 50 degrees, March 1st, and hopefully in about another month or so, all that snow is gone. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.